Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Hey, European Union, did you know that you are at war? Or United States, hey citizens, did you know that we are at war? Well, we've been at war actually. Right now it's just they come out of the woodwork and they come outside and tell us, hey, actually, we are at war and we have to prepare. So get ready. Little by little, they let us know what actually happened a while ago. And we have to figure things out because we're not retards. And from their own words, we have to figure things out because otherwise, they will not really come like the mass media who's supposed to inform us. But someone makes a statement here, someone makes a statement there, and sometimes in those statements, let's say I'm talking about painting, right? And I'm talking about, let's say, art. I'm talking about art, I might say something unrelated to art that would have to do something with another subject that they didn't tell me about. And when I talk about that one, they tell me about art, and so on. You have to find different weasels, like having Freudian slip of the tongue and saying this and that, and you figure out, oh, now I got it. Or you add information, you build, and then you realize, hey, this is what it is. So let's see how the war industry is going to start in Europe. You know what it is? Okay. This article comes from Reuters. October 11th, 2022. European weapons manufacturers scramble to adapt to wartime demand. Is there a wartime demand in Europe? What are these guys talking about? Yes, it is. It is the war between the United States using NATO and Ukraine to destroy Russia. I think that's pretty clear what's going on over here. And there's not going to be any peace negotiations between Russia and the United States whatsoever. Why? Because Russia is exactly where the United States wanted it to be for some time, about, let's say, from about 2010, about then, since then. So let's see what these guys are yapping around. European arms manufacturers have urged the European Union to help coordinate weapons procurement as they scramble to boost production to meet soaring demand for the war in Ukraine. What are you talking about? You see, little by little, they let us know actually we are at war and the economy will switch. If this war is going to continue, Russia versus the rest, then you're going to see the economy switching. And it's already switching because it's a demand, right? So then you got some supply. So look at this, arms manufacturers is like, I don't know, let's say I make, let's say, telephones, all right? I speak with European Union bosses because is there a demand in, I don't know, Kuwait? Do I do that? Or I just do business straight with Kuwait? Why do I have to discuss with European Union? Am I bound legally to ask the European Union how many weapons I make? Might be, but I don't think it is. And if it is, that's again, there's a demand over there. And it's a big demand, and you guys, the arms manufacturing companies, they have to supply. It's going to be a perpetual war, that's for sure, based only on this, ignoring everything else. Why? Because that's the way they make their money. And they have a big influence, and they have the weapons, if you know what I mean. They can knock at any person who makes laws. They can knock at the door and provide you with a warrant or an arrest right there, and you're gonna signed by a judge. It's not like they don't have to act like brown shirts or others. They don't have to act like that. They come legally and smiling. They got the weapons with them, automatic weapons like this, very nice, and we came here to talk to you. Here is the paper, come with us. And that's it. Here, these guys are robbing you, your taxes, smiling, legally. In other countries, in the Wild West, and they had to shoot at you, point. No, here no. No. And everybody goes and, file their taxes, pay their taxes, and they're okay. If those guys say tomorrow 99% tax on whatever you earn, what are you going to do? You're going to pay. Why? Because they got the guns, they got the weapons. And they will make you do that. They will send you, well, you are in violation of law 345 - kiss my ass, and you're going to have to pay. And if you don't pay, in 30 days, we're going to take your house. And you can't do shit. And then we're going to evict you. How do you think they're going to evict you? First, it's going to be a weasel showing up at your house, provide you with some paper, and you're going to look at it and say, beat it, and it's going to come with the police. And the police doesn't come with their hands in their ass. They come with a hand on the gun. Okay? That's how they talk. So what are you going to do? So everything is at the, gun point, but they're nice. Can you please give me your wallet? Thank you very much, citizen. Over there it was different. Smack, give me your freaking wallet. That's how the difference between the communist system and the capitalist. These are weasels. They are sneakier. They're more educated. In what way? Psychologically. Look at their articles. Are not very deep, but over there were so dumb in the communist times, so dumb and so straight and violent. These are a little bit smoother. Like, can I please do this? Can you give me this? But in the end, they get the same method as those ones. That's the only difference. And how do you find that? Just say no, and you're going to find out. You think you own a house? Just say no, and you're going to find out who owns your house. Meeting ahead of a NATO defense ministers gathering in Brussels, defense company executives said their industry has been geared up for EU states spending less on defense rather than more after decades of peace in Europe. Peace in Europe, these guys are the good guys. They are protecting us. That's what they're saying. Now that there's war over there and we help those guys over there, supposedly like that, now we depleted our defenses. So give us some money, government, from your taxes, you and I, and we can bring back the supply, the stockpile of weapons, which is going to be again depleted by the politicians, and then we have to produce more. And so it goes. So it goes. And I'm quoting here. I'm saying first, NATO Weasel Secretary Jens Stoltenberg said the alliance has started dialogue with industry and allies and how to boost production and replenish weapon stocks. We are at war. We now need to respond to a dramatic increase in demand for military equipment from member states. Why? Who got you there? Russia? Or the politicians, your politicians? While we have production capacities in Europe that are designated for peacetime, said Nicolas Chamoussi, chief executive of French defense firm Nexter. They know exactly what's happening. They're part of it. What do you want? Nexter designs and manufactures military vehicles for French and international armed forces. It is now part of Franco-German KNDS, which is 50% owned by the French state. Nationalized half, okay? Those are social. They're way ahead of everybody else with the socialism agenda, communism agenda. Don't fool yourself. He added that was a very important demand for artillery capabilities in Europe. Yeah. Next, designs and manufacture those vehicles. And then it's owned 50 by French state and 50 by family-owned Wegmann Gruppe. All right, so it's well, what do you want? And they want more, obviously. They talk about Nexter. It's not only Nexter. This is just that they want to focus on right now. But these guys, the leaders of the arms industry, they got together. Is that conspiracy or that they just talk? They're planning, right? When you plan, you conspire to do something. But the conspiring has a bad connotation. So let's put it, they think ahead and they will solve our problems and defend and, let's play a little bit of violin here. This is going to be a perpetual war. When Russia goes, it's going to be a next one. And after that next one is going to be a next one. and the next one. Because this is a beast, a very hungry beast, and you have to feed her. Because if you don't feed her, it's going to turn towards you and eat you. So good luck with that. Russia is now, it's a big demand over there. Russia has a big army, big arsenal, so these guys are having a frenzy. And don't kid yourself, there's not going to be any peace ever. So I'm not saying we should not strive for it, but we should also, you know, be mindful that that is just a talking point about peace, love, and that. Always there will be weapons. Always there will be the human desire. Always people will want from other people, and they will use the power to get it. If that would not be true, then we would be, I don't know, doves. Not even that, because even the doves, if you see them when they eat, they snap the other one with a wing about the food, because they want that other dove or pigeon's food. So which one? Even the rabbits are fighting a lot. When you see them over there like tards on the meadows, they're still fighting for property, which is food, land, and women, like Miss Rabbit. So yeah, that's such a childish worldview with the peace. We have to navigate through this situation because that's the way we are. And if it's not these guys, it's going to be these guys. And if it's not those guys, it's going to be these guys or those guys. But it's going to be someone. Be certain about that. In this case, today is these guys with these guys. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.